Alright, Modesto, what's up, my bro? Um, I cleaning up this mess around here. I think this here was supposed to be like some bone marrow or something like that in the background, sort of effect. Because this was, skeleton. And so how I got this red stuff here, um, is, well, let me drag this over here and show you, is that I put a stroke on it, is what it's called. Um, and now you can see all of the black. You can barely see the darkness there. So in order to clean it up, I'm cleaning around it first, and then I'll take my select tool right here, a marquee tool as they call it, and then I'll just select that area like all at once, and then hit the delete, and it'll go away. But um, it might be an easier way, I don't know, but this is what I'm doing. So what I was going to do is I was going to take this. Alright, since he was a chef, and it was a chef's coat, I was going to put something spiffy on the pocket or something. Or just maybe actually over here, like right around this area, or maybe above the pocket. Probably above the pocket, it's more traditional. Kind of like an oval or something kind of thing. With just Crass. I think that's it, Crass. Um, put on it some awesome letters, maybe some BAXWAR lettering or something. Um, but anyways, that's just the start. Of course, that's the background I started off with right there, and I left enough room to where I can have the skeleton arms coming down and then up on both sides, coming down and then up, and holding the chef knives, which I got a few chef knives that I don't know, I'm kind of not too happy with, but um, I haven't gotten all of the skeleton kind of things that I want to do, but I thought this one was a pretty good one right here. Let me go ahead and I can blow this up a little bit better, and there it is. That way I can take this and actually cut these out, perhaps. Um, but I'm gonna actually take my pen tool and actually trace everything and make a vector out of it and whatnot. And still ain't got everything. Was thinking about. Oh yeah, here's the different kinds of knives, but um, I don't know. This one didn't. No, that one didn't pan out too good. That one just was just I don't know. It was something about it. It pixelized when I put it in the um picture. So even though this was bigger, for some reason this was better. But anyways, what I plan on is like kind of throwing something like a cut or something like a tear. You know what I'm saying? Bring the tears open and to where it could see behind it, and then I just kind of go like so you can see what's behind it. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna have like the tear effect, and it's gonna be like something like like right there or something or whatever. Maybe a little bit bigger or something. I don't know, but you get the point. Where you can see the rib cage through it and stuff. Make it pretty badass. And then I'm just gonna try to make some sleeves that look like they were kind of torn and frayed or something. Originally it actually had sleeves. It was this right here is what it was originally. Bring that up here. That's what it was originally. And I took my pen tool and I just went around the shape, and that's what I got. And let me get this out of here wrong direction. Anyway, um, yeah. So any ideas so far? You just go ahead and let me know. And for right now, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna continue what it was I was doing. Actually, I think I might leave that there. As long as I got this layer selected. Okay, doke. All right, axe is up. So, salute. My headphones on? Where's my headphones? All right, now we're plugged in. Excuse me. All right, so what I did was I found this, and what I'm going to try to do is, um, turn this a little sideways and stuff. I'm going to like copy this and flip it and all that. Anyway, so what I did though is I took this and I took my magic wand tool right here, and I went blow, and actually no, let me back it up. I actually took this, as you see a copy over there. I took this and I copied it first so I didn't mess up the original. Then I came over here and there you go, turn that off, and made sure that was selected, of course. And then I went and took my magic wand and selected. Then I hit the delete key, deleted all that, went on in, deleted or whatever. And anyway, but then after I was done, I turned my stroke effect on. Double click, turn on my stroke, and made sure it was thick enough to where you can see what's going on. And actually, let me turn that off. And that way, any of the surrounding areas that you couldn't see, like for instance, let me just go over here and show you, um, just briefly. Like for instance, you think things are actually gone around here. You think you're all deleted and stuff. Then watch what happens when I turn the stroke on. It shows things that the eye can't see. See, like that over there, around the corner there, this other little stuff over here. So you just had to go around and hold on, gotta take my delete tool, eraser tool, whatever, zoom in, get these little things right here. Oh wait a minute, hold on. I actually gotta, since that right there, magic wand is there, I go back to the magic wand, click outside of the area, then go back down to the erase tool. Then you can start erasing. I can get to it. There you go. Then you can start erasing things. So this is what I got so far. Well, not this one, but the one up here. And I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to attempt to make it work. And being that this actually is already there, right there, and I don't need the shoulder blade part, which that's the shoulder blade. I'm going to take just this part, and I'm going to attach it and hope that it goes down and then up, and then I can have another one goes down and up. Where the arms look like they're crossed, and but um, anyway, so of course these arms don't look like the other arms. So once I get this in the full detail that I want, then let me get rid of this right here. Don't need that. That was just his demonstration. Then what I do is I take this pen tool. Oh, that's what it was. I was hitting path tool instead of pen tool. Alright, or not path tool. This tool. Yeah, path selection tool. Okay, that's what I thought. Alright, anyway, so make sure it's on path, not shape. Pixels won't select for some reason, but make sure it's on path. And so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go over here. Let me get this out of the way. And I'm just going to start actually selecting around the bone. Hold on, that will, well, I can fix that later. And what I'm going to do is the reason why I'm doing this is so that way, it's looks more of a vector object. Zoom in so I can get there we go. And see, like, you can cut the corners because eventually you can put handles and in place, so you don't have to, I mean, the less vectors you got, you know, then, the happier you are. Trust me. Like there, cut your corners like that. Not sure exactly what all this other is. That's really shouldn't probably be there, so I'm just gonna. That's just probably a shadow right there, but I'm gonna leave that in there. And all this is pretty much shadow. And now the hand is not the hand that I want to use. The hand that I want to use, actually, let me find it. Bring this over here. I was going to attempt to use those hands right there, and to where um, he's holding, the knives, but he's also, he's fluting too. So, lovely music, son. Gotta eat your breakfast. Anyway, so I was going to attempt to take this and make another layer um, to where he's saluting, but holding the knives. So I'm not going to make a vector path around any of all this. I'm going to do that later with other stuff. But for now, this is what I'm doing, and this is how I'm going to do it. And yeah. Alright, there we go. And so far, that is my beginning of my layer masks. And then I'm going to pause the video in a second, but before I do that, I'm going to show you here. I got the control key, which is my arrow right there, and that would move things around, these little dots right here. Okay, but we're not doing that. See how that pen tool turns to a plus? So you kind of line it up a little bit to like the deepest part of the little valleys or whatever, and you click, okay, and then you hold your shift, and then you can drag it right in there, because it gave you handles, so that way you can manipulate, hold your control key, I meant to say. I said shift. Alright, there we go. So that way, now your left handle, okay, it manipulates the left side. Right handle manipulates the right side. I could even pick it up just a little bit and bring that just slightly a little bit more to the higher side of everything. And then go right here and add a handle, and then control, and bring this down, and then keep holding my control key, just bring this right to about there. Now see, what I'm doing here with this is I'm moving the right side and the left side, so I might not want to do that. So what you do is you hold the Alt key, so that way what it does is the left side, it breaks the handle on the left side, so that way you can only do the left side, and there you go. It's a whole lot better. Okay, so far, go to work path first so you can see what I'm doing here. Control, alright, all of those right there. Actually, this was my work path over here. Alright, so did everything. Like I said, I went around, best that I could around everything, and turned it into bone. And I'm not actually finished, because I'm gonna make a outline that's gonna go where that's gonna be black and stuff. So It's not in full detail. The detail that you see right here, this is not a complete detail, but it will be completed eventually. So anyway, that's what it looks like. So what I did was, hold on, let me go back to layers. Excuse me. After I was done doing all that, then I came down here, down here, hit the select solid color, and all right, yeah, that's already there. Okay, that's good. You know, I went over here, da da da, adjust a little bit, kind of looking kind of like close to this color right here a little bit, you know. And there it is. I think I accidentally. Oh no, I didn't. Let's go back. Okay, I thought I might have added it, you know, like double added the color or something, if that made sense. Anyway, so then from there, took my let me, was in the work path, filled everything. It is not showing color fill path, but it doesn't matter. Then from there, I took my move tool right there, took this, and I dragged it up to here, and I dropped it. And then actually, you know, I went here and I clicked, and then from there, I took my degrees right here, and I put in 55. Thought, that looks pretty good. And then went and kind of lined it up a little bit right there, and hold the shift key and go right here, and the alt key, so that way it'll come together at the same time. Something like that. Then I just kind of dragged it up there. And actually, let me get this out of the way. Oh, I ain't gonna get it out of the way. Anyway, but yeah, so I did it like that basically. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just get rid of that, delete that. And actually, what I need to do is I need to. Alright. Anyway, and so it left me with this. Then I ended up turning that on. Okay, and I'm like, let's see now. I need this arm to go behind, you know, from behind, kind of like wrap around up here, whatever. So I just grabbed this, went down here, and it gave me a copy, which is that up here. So now I get the copy. Now from there, what I'm going to do is grab my erase tool, and wait a minute, it's going to tell me I got to raster it. Now, go over here. Let's adjust my brush size to very big, and then I'll zoom in, so that way I can delete this, but it'll still be coming out. You know, I can just delete it right around here, and it'll still be coming out from behind there. But see, it's double layers, so you can't tell. So it'll be coming out from behind there. And then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to have to add another layer, so that way I can put the detail, you know, the bone and stuff. And what I would do with that actually, I'd go back over to the skeleton arm, and turn that off, and have a new layer that would go over top of that, and I'll just leave that right there. And then I'll get like I could get my brush tool. So what I would do with this is I would change the color, but I'm going to switch there so that way I can leave that color for any reason necessary. Take black, and I'll make this to 1, and I'll zoom it in, and the reason why I'm doing that to a 1 is because when I put the stroke on it, okay, it's going to be black. The outline for the stroke is going to be black. And when the outline is going to be black on what I had created over here, okay, now see this layer right there? It's showing up. Put the black for the stroke on the outside of this. Okay, it's just going to go follow. It's just going to follow this beige, this yellowish, whatever color. And so what it would do is that what I did over here on this layer would blend in with it, so it would just be a continuing thing. So let me go ahead and hide that again. Let's see. We'll go back where I leave off right here. And I'll go down through here and just, you know, wrap it around and pretty much stop right about there. Alright, let me turn that back on and turn that on. There we go. Now, well, we don't have to turn that on. We'll turn that on. Alright, now watch this. I'm going to go like this, double click on that, and stroke, and there we go. That's pretty swift, ain't it? Alrighty. Now, see what I'm going to do with this, I don't really need that, but what I do need is I need this. I'll hold my shift key and that, right click, merge layers, and there it is. Now let me just rename this lines again. Enter. Alright, then I'll take my move tool. Why is it doing this? Oh my gosh. It's not supposed to be doing this. Oh, okay. That's because I had to. It's just nuts. It's nuts. All right, where is everything? Oh, okay. I gotta like adjust this to what was it? 55. There we go. And I actually gotta grab this. You can't grab around the object. You gotta actually grab the object. Freaking crazy. What am I doing here? Alright. Hold the shift and alt key. Let's see. There we go. Enter. Alright. That looks pretty good right there. Now, I think it needs to, excuse me, I think it needs to be actually slid a little bit. Yeah, let's try it like this. Oh yeah, that's definitely better. A lot better. Alright. What was it? There was something else I was going to... Oh, yeah. I need to make the... Alright, let me go ahead and do the stroke. But here's... See, you got black right now. We're not doing black. We are doing black. But I gotta make something like that. Let's try this. Yeah, there we go. I knew it was something. And this. Yeah, I think that's all it is. These three right here. Alright. So I think what I need to do is take this move tool right here. And take all of these and bring them up. say right about here. Kind of trying to study it a little bit here. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, I think it looks good. And then when I do this around the coat, it's gonna have, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna have all this and everything too. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the stroke off of everything, and then when I'm finally finished, I'm going to put a stroke on it, and it's going to be perfect. So I think I'm going to go back to this other layer over here, and I'm going to make another version, but instead, excuse me, but instead of it being the whole arm, like it is, well, where'd it go? Here. Like it's like that, instead of being the whole arm, I'm just gonna do this part, so that way I can bring it over to the other path, to the other layer, tab, whatever I'm trying to say. That way I can bring it over here, and then I can make this arm come down further. So what I did was, though, is I made a copy of the lines, copy of color fill, which is here and here. So, what I had done was, as you can see, I made the copies, and then when I did that, I held the shift key and I selected both at the same time, so that way when I moved everything, it would actually move it. So let me close this. There we go. And so that way it would actually look a lot better. So that way I can actually have a skeleton hand in this area, and it would hold a knife, and it would not come up very far. And when I put all that together, it should, I'll be able to adjust it even more. I could just take the layers that I have attached to the end of the arms here with the knife and the hands and stuff, and I could link them all together like I did by highlighting at the same time, like I did here, like I did here, and yeah, excuse me, and and then I can adjust it accordingly. Then once I get all of that right, then I'm going to copy all this stuff here, all this here, the lines down there, the hands and the knives and stuff, copy it, paste it, and I will create everything as one layer actually. And then I will copy and paste it, and then I'll flip it, and I'll make it to where it'll be crossed. You know what I'm saying? And well, that's it for right now, I guess. And there you go. That's it for right now. And sorry it took so long, and all the noise and everything with the kids in the background, and this, that, and the other thing, but I got work to do. I got to get out of here, so I'm gonna put this to a standstill until maybe tonight or something. And I'll be back. Axe is up. Woo woo.